I was wondering if Andrew Tate would come to Indonesia and start to date women here. I was wondering, how would his first date go? How would his demeanor be? How would his behavior be towards these women? And I honestly think that wouldn't work out so well for him. And this is what we're going to talk about in this video today. What do you need to do to be authentic or to stay authentic when you date Indonesian women? Of course, this applies also to any kinds of Southeast Asian women, Filipinas, Cambodians, Vietnamese, and so on, but also in general, basically to all the women around the world. But since I focus lately more on the Indonesian dating thing, I want to talk about this today. The importance of staying authentic and relaxed when you have a date with an Indonesian woman, most likely your first date. And this is probably also what many guys ask themselves, you know, what to do when I go on my first date with an Indonesian woman. What should I say, or what should I do? How should I behave? And it's very hot here again today, here in Indonesia, you know. I'm sweating. I know you don't care, but it's like 32 degrees. Anyway, we are not talking about approaching the women today, how to approach them. We are talking about you have approached them, you changed phone numbers, or I don't know, you met one girl on the dating site and you agreed to go on your first date. Yeah, that's what we're gonna talk about today. Your main goal when meeting a Indonesian woman in person, of course, we are talking about in-person meetings, yeah, not online meetings. The first and only mission you need to, or you want to accomplish, is you want to make this girl, this woman, feel comfortable and secure. And how you're gonna do this, we're going to talk about today. Yeah. So now, how are you gonna accomplish this? How are you gonna make her feel comfortable and secure? Because, you know, what does it mean, making her comfortable and secure? And secure, right? So one could say now, just be yourself, you know. And we've heard it a million times, this be yourself thing, and honestly, I cannot stand it anymore because I'm fed up with this explanation. What does it mean, be yourself, you know? And trust me, I will not try to explain in this video what it means to be yourself, but I was thinking about it, you know. Be yourself, does it mean you should wear the same clothes as when you are at home watching TV, like you are sitting there in flip-flops and Bermuda shorts? This is when you are being yourself, you know. Should I wear these kind of clothes on my date? Of course not, right? This is not what it means. So we're gonna talk about this a little bit later. First, I wanna tell you what you should not do. The absolutely do nots, the don'ts, when you go onto your date with an Indonesian woman. If you are from a Western country, if you are a Western guy, then what you absolutely should not do is to play this Hollywood theme thing, you know, what you've seen all your teenage years in the movie theaters, on the TV, or maybe even on YouTube. You know, there's like, I'm the big cool guy, I'm the guy with the big dick and the big wallet, you know, and then I'm the macho guy and had so many girlfriends, you know, and when I open my mouth, you know, my big mouth, then I make all the girls fall for me. This is absolute crap and nonsense. If you, let's say, play that kind of record here in Indonesia with the women, you actually opposite will happen. You are not making her feel comfortable or secure. No, you will actually intimidate her and make her feel very uncomfortable and insecure, because you are in Asia, you're not in Hollywood, you know, or in California, you're not in some US college, you know. where you think you have to impress the women with your speech, with your big mouth, with your muscles, with your car, with your house which you don't even have, and all your cryptocurrency you invested and all that crap, you know. No, you are in Asia, and then Asian societies and Asian communities are way more conservative. That means also they're not only conservative when it comes to values, you know, but also conservative when it comes to conversation and how you behave and how you act in public, you know. Here in Asia, everything is much more quiet, although it sounds, I may contradict myself, because when you listen around here, you can hear a lot of noise, but of course that's not what I'm talking about. Yeah, you have a lot of traffic noise, you know, but the way people interact and communicate is on a way less aggressive and less posing way like people do in Western countries, right? So this is what you don't do. And this applies to approaching girls, but also when you actually date an Indonesian woman. Let's say you have a date and you're sitting in a coffee shop, you know, you don't be so posing, you know, and a pretender and all that kind of stuff, you know. What you want to do is, yeah, be yourself. But what does it mean? You want to be relaxed. And now you might say, Marcel, this is easily said, you know, and I know what I'm talking about, you know. I know about the difficulties, you know, because we guys are also nervous. Doesn't matter, we meet Western women or Indonesian women or Filipinas. So what I usually do, I kind of try to trick myself into the following scenario. Before I go on a date, I just pretend that I am gonna see a very old friend, you know, a very old friend of mine. Can be female, can be male, it doesn't matter. Because why is that important? Because you wanna put yourself into a certain frame of mind. Imagine when you are meeting one of your best friends, a friend you've been knowing already for decades. It's not a big deal, you know. You chat him up or you chat her up, or he or she chats you up, and you make a date, you make an appointment, you say, okay, let's meet at Starbucks at 2 p.m. You look forward, you go there, you meet there, you maybe hug each other, you maybe shake each other's hands, you sit down, you have a coffee or tea or whatever, you have a great conversation. You feel absolutely relaxed, you feel secure, you feel safe, because you know this guy, you trust him or her, and you know you can let go, you can be yourself, you are relaxed, you can be yourself, you crack your jokes which you are famous for or not famous for. Yeah, you talk the topics you like to discuss, you know, and which you are comfortable, is your friend also is listening to. So long story short, you know what I mean, because all of you have friends, I hope so strongly, with whom you can converse, and this is also the purpose, right, to meet friends, to meet like-minded people who understand each other, guys and or girls who feel the same way and are on the same page, on the same level and the same mindset, right? So this kind of frame and mindset you want to have when you go on a date with an Indonesian woman which you never met in your entire life. So there you see the challenge already. But it works. It needs practice, of course, yeah? Like in any skill improvement exercise, you need practice. And this is the only advice I can give you here. This is the most practical advice. I know it is an out of the comfort zone advice because it feels uncomfortable. And even when I tell myself, when I put myself into this best friend scenario, best friend frame before I meet a girl, of course, when we see and greet each other, I'm still nervous. I start to get nervous, but try to constantly pull myself back into this frame of mind. It really works. It's the power of imagination you have to apply, but you need to practice it, right? And this is when you come across, when you have this state of mind, this frame of mind of talking to a non-stranger, talking to a very good old friend with whom you can trust, then you come across very authentic. Number one, you come across confident. And this is what eventually makes the girl feel comfortable with you and secure, right? Asian girls, they need a lot of security and comfortability. And they need to get it from you, especially in the first few minutes or first 1 or 2 hours, because you are a complete stranger. If you can accomplish this just to make her comfortable, trust me, she will call back, she will text back, she will contact you again. You don't need to do anything. And this is my experience. Yeah? I don't want to brag here, but my success ratio with these women is very high. Not because I brag, not because I put my wallet on the table, not because I show her how many credit cards I have, not because I want to impress her with material things. Just talk to a good old friend and come across authentic, because if you are authentic, you also feel relaxed, you know, you don't put so much pressure onto yourself anymore. You crack jokes suddenly, you know, and this is also very important with these women. You wanna be funny also, you know. You want to listen. Yeah, I come to this. Let me finish this other thing first. So again, this frame of mind is, in my experience, in my opinion, the only thing you need to work on. Yeah. This is the only skill you want to practice. Yeah. Be authentic, be yourself, be relaxed, therefore be confident, and make her feel secure and comfortable. And anything else and everything else will develop out of that, and also out of that conversation. Because if the girl feels comfortable with you, then she will also start to trust you, you know, and this is the foundation for any relationship. I don't need to tell you this. Of course, sometimes it doesn't work because you sometimes don't click. That also can happen. I also have had dates where the chemistry wasn't there. That can happen, you know, but in general, when you can be just yourself, you know, have the frame of talking to a good friend, and everything should be okay, right? Now, when you are actually in a conversation on your first date or second date with this woman, then yeah, how do you make her actually also comfortable? Yeah, what I usually do, I try to listen a lot, you know. I made a mistake before, you know. I wanted to impress the girls by talking about me and what I did and what I do and what I'm planning to do and this and that and what I have achieved and this and that, blah blah blah. But I also learned my lessons. And yeah, I learned to listen more, you know. I think women really appreciate if you can listen to them. Because listening is a skill. You also need to practice. It's a very tough skill to learn, actually. Number one, when you can listen, you absorb a lot of information. When you listen to her, you are observing her, which is also very important, where you can additionally learn and get clues about her demeanor and behavior, you know. So you want to actually gather intelligence about this woman. If you are able to listen to her, then she also, of course, like any other human being, will feel that you are taking her serious, right? You are interested in her. And if somebody is interested in you, then you are gonna also be interested in them. This is like a law, right? So be a gentleman, listen to the girl, listen to the woman, ask questions, of course, you know, and share a little bit about yourself, but maybe let her do the talking, you know. I know there are different opinions. Maybe some guys might argue, no, you as a guy, you have to lead the conversation. What does it mean leading the conversations? You have to play around, you have to try. Every woman is also a little bit different in character, personality, and temper, right? But in general, listening works, observing works, and then you adopt to it, you know, and then you it's like a DJ, right, who is playing his records and is still observing the crowds all the time and observing the moods, and according to the mood and temper, he's playing his records, right? So this is all what I want to say for today here from very hot Surabaya in East Java. Again, I mentioned this already. Dating is a skill. You only get better by actually doing it, and to get out of your comfort zone and meet these girls as soon as you can if you use the dating sites. Then here in Indonesia, I'm actually currently now I'm using dating sites because I want to try it out, how it works here, the dating site thing. And what I usually do, I chat with them for a short while, and then I already set up physical dates. This is what I do. So don't waste the time to chat too long, like months, weeks or even months. No, 1 week before you come to Indonesia, I set up my online dating account. I started to contact a few girls, and then this is how my strategy here is. And then I jump right into the cold water. Yeah, and but I practice, I get better. I also learn a lot about these women. You know, one great advantage is when you are able to listen to women and also to other people, you can learn actually a lot. And in addition, when you ask intelligent questions, you extract a lot of interesting information about the woman. And this is also why I find physical dating way more interesting, because I ask a lot of questions, you know, not even about her person or personality or her life, but also about the culture, about this, about that, you know. I want to get some information, I want to learn about the culture, because if you learn about the culture, you also automatically learn about the woman and the people and how these people tick here and everything. You absorb a great deal of information. So, dating is trial and error, you are learning by doing, and that's what I wanted to share in this video today. Go into your date with a frame of mind of like meeting a good old friend which you haven't seen maybe in a long time, right? So you're looking very much forward to it. Try to practice that, and you will improve automatically, and you will see how fast things actually can develop then, you know, how quickly these women start to get an affection for you, you know. Anyway, with that being said, I'm checking out for today. Thanks for watching. I'm looking forward to your comments. I recently received from a few guys very, very interesting comments. Those are guys who also lived in Indonesia. And this is also where I still learn, you know. I really like it. So I want to encourage you, share your views, share your comments, share your experiences. I want to learn, the other people want to learn. And I know from the comments, the audience, or my audience, or our audience, there are a lot of people who are not sure if they want to travel to Indonesia. Indonesia is highly underrated still. It's a great country with great people and great women. So that's why I'm doing these videos. That's why I encourage everybody and anybody who has experience with dating Indonesian women, please share these in our comments like you guys already do. All right, that's it for today. I'm going back to the submarine now, and a video about the submarine, by the way, will be uploaded shortly, so stick around for that. Other than that, I'm gonna see you in one of my next videos. Take care. Bye bye.